Congratulations to Frank Gore. He's signing a one-day contract today with the 49ers to retire with the team that drafted him and the team that he spent 10 years with, the first 10 years of his career. I didn't realize it, but Frank Gore played more games than any running back in NFL history, which pretty much sums up who he was as a player. Durability and longevity don't necessarily mean everything, but at running back, it means a whole hell of a lot. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He deserves to be a Hall of Famer. Third leading rusher all time. His toughness and durability and his obsession to be great is unmatched. His competitive drive was as good as anyone in franchise history. And I think he's sort of underrated in the sense that people will give him his flowers and say, yeah, he was durable and yeah, he lasted a long time. But a lot of people think he shouldn't be a Hall of Famer because he was never an All-Pro. Well, look, I was a fan of the 49ers back when they drafted him. I remember the early part of his career. I don't know if a lot of people do, but when he got drafted by the Niners, that team was essentially an expansion team. His second year in the league, he got to play under Norv Turner, who's great, and an offense that was very mediocre, not extremely talented, and all he did was rush for nearly 1,700 yards. Frank Gore, I think, was a top 5 running back in the league for a long time, but he never got the accolades because he was on a really bad team. Norv Turner left after 1 year, and then Frank Gore had to spend his prime years playing for terrible coaches and terrible offenses where everything was just give the ball to Frank. It was almost, masochistic. It was like everyone knows he's getting the ball. The defense is keyed in on stopping him. There's like 13 defenders in the box, and yet they just kept handing it to him and running the most vanilla expected plays. The Niners were not exactly cutting edge in the late 2000s. I mean, he was 28 when Jim Harbaugh got here. And I think that's what most Niner fans remember, an older Frank Gore, finally in a good offense. And he was great. He was an excellent player later on in his career. But man, if he had when he was 23 to 27, if he had played those years for a coach like Andy Reid or Sean Payton or Bill Belichick or Mike McCarthy, he did play with Mike McCarthy for me. But I mean, if he was on a real offense with a real quarterback and it wasn't all about stopping Frank Gore, there were 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14 defenders in the box at all times, he would have had that All-Pro. He probably would have went for 2,000 yards. He might have had an MVP season. He was that freaking good. Salute, Frank Gore. You deserve everything that's coming your way.